Welcome back to Superhero Explained. Okay, so I need to talk about this issue, because Death Spiral has been building for a while now, and this is the chapter where it all starts racing down at once. The action stuff is great, but honestly, the scene in the hospital is what got me. We'll get there. Quick recap. Carnage has bonded with Torment. Eddie is down bad. Peter is fighting completely alone, and the spiral is still moving. Alright, page 1. So we open inside their merged mind. Carnage and Torment, now one, and Carnage is immediately just poking around, going through Torment's memories, cracking jokes, comparing the whole thing to Uzumaki. Torment is already done with him. Will you always talk this much? And Carnage just goes, probably. But you'll be happy to know I never talk with my mouth full. So, and that so just hangs there. Love that. You know exactly what's about to happen. Cut to the real world, and yeah, they're on top of Spider-Man, like immediately. Eat up. And what I love about Peter is even mid-fight, getting absolutely wrecked. He's putting things together in his head. He's realizing this whole thing, all the death, Paul, all of it, was Carnage engineering a meeting with Torment. That was the point from the jump. And Peter is furious at Eddie. Genuinely furious. Like, what did you think was going to happen? So the fight keeps going and these two are just vibing. Carnage is having the time of his life. And then he goes quiet for a second and says, "Can you smell it? We have terrified him." And here's the thing. He is right. Peter stopped quipping. And if you know anything about Spider-Man, a quiet Spider-Man is a Spider-Man in serious trouble. He eats a hit, crashes into a fan, and he's just like, okay, he's half right. I shut my mouth. I needed to think. Carnage lunges. Peter's brain is going a mile a minute. Carnage is nearly indestructible. Torment is tactical and ruthless. And if these two fully sync up, it's over. Get him screaming before he starts quipping. And Peter's like, too late, buddy. He webs their face, buys himself maybe 2 seconds, and immediately starts in on the couple's therapy bit. Tormentage or Carment, you've got to pick a name. They called him and Black Cat Spat, so he gets it. But underneath all of that, he is dead serious. He knows he can't outpunch them. So he's attacking their egos, buying time, trying to keep someone alive. And then on the ground nearby, you've got Eddie, barely conscious, just asking where Dylan is. Meanwhile in the sewers, Dylan is on Venom's back. Venom bonded with MJ. And Dylan is losing his mind over the device on his wrist that is doing absolutely nothing useful. They're heading to the hospital, and Dylan wants to know, once they drop him off, are they going to kill Torment for what he did to Paul? Venom says no, we don't do that. You used to. And Venom just doesn't have an answer for that right now. Moving on. They get to a ladder out of the sewers. Venom's still on the we don't do that thing. They start climbing and Venom tries to reassure him. By the time you're patched up, Spider-Man and Eddie will have handled this. Dylan goes, Eddie? What is Eddie going to do? And Venom just drops it. Eddie is bonded to Carnage. Carnage? What the fuck? Yeah, that tracks. Cut back to Peter still running the bit mid-fight. Baby names, personality compatibility, all of it. While internally, he's running through every option he has. Fire, Shocker's Gauntlet. How long does Eddie have? Peter is committed to this bit. Carnage is obviously the messy one in the relationship, right? He throws a punch and the symbiote just dissolves around his fist and traps his arm inside it. He keeps going. Betty lifts the toilet seat up, and Torment, genuinely curious. Does that actually work? Childish antagonism? They grab him by the throat. Usually, yeah. Ouch. It's just noise. I'm accustomed to dealing with noise. So Torment throws Peter through a window, and Carnage just snaps. He partially splits off and starts screaming at Torment, like, why are we still doing this? Just kill him, finish it, split his chest open right now. And Torment keeps going, soon. The spiral must be honored. Carnage is losing his mind. Then Carnage spots Eddie on the ground and goes, fine, forget Spider-Man. At least let them kill that guy. You want to work with me, Carnage? Understand me. And this is the thing about these two. Even bonded, they're not the same. Carnage wants chaos. Torment wants completion. That gap is going to matter. Dylan and Venom come up above ground. And then a massive explosion goes off. Just boom. Everyone's screaming. Peter crawls out of the rubble. Hey, yeah, hi. I'm kind of concussed, so sorry I'm not happier to see the 8 of your whatever. Quadruple vision is the worst upgrade. Even half dead, he's doing bits. Venom catches him, holds him up, and Peter's already sharing what he figured out. Carnage engineered this whole thing to get to Torment. That was the play from the start. We need to end this. Peter checks on Venom. You good? No, a lot of feelings. Same, Peter says, but we need to put those in a box right now because Eddie needs a hospital. And Venom just lets it all out. Put him in an Uber. This is his fault. He bonded with Carnage. He let Peter's identity get to a serial killer. Paul is dead because of him. And all of these people are dead because of him. And Peter doesn't argue with any of it. He's furious too. He genuinely doesn't know how he moves past this. But not tonight. Carnage is all madness, but Torment's all method. Torment won't kill me until the spiral is complete, which means he's going after Aunt May and Aunt Anna. Flash won't be enough. He's figured out where this ends, and it's not good. Dylan cuts through all of it. Can you guys hurry the fuck up? His breathing's real bad. Venom raises an eyebrow. Dylan says, please? And we cut to Flash in a car with Aunt Anna, who's fully in gossip mode, talking about the neighbors, asking about Flash's relationship status, completely unaware that anything is happening. Flash just says 1 second, hits the button on the steering wheel and leaves a voicemail. Hey, so we're not going to Aunt May's. We're at Fist. Family fun night. Big crowd. Lots of innocent people. Get here. And we see Aunt May at the event, welcoming everyone in. Happy, warm, completely in the dark. Hospital. Venom walks in carrying Eddie and cuts the entire line. Cutting the line, people. Bill us later. Superhero business. Needs to get businessed. Dylan asks for a doctor. Venom tells him, smooth. They get Eddie on a bed. He tries to speak. Venom shuts it down. We did the thing. Talking wasn't the deal. And starts to leave. And Eddie grabs their arm. So don't talk. Just listen. Please? Okay, so this is the scene. Eddie lays it all out. He knows he messed up. He knows he wasn't good even before any of this. He's not asking for forgiveness. He just wants them to know he took on Carnage so someone else didn't have to. He wasn't strong enough, but he tried. He knows better now. Next time, he'll get it right. And Dylan quietly just goes, next time, Dad? And then MJ steps out of Venom, and she doesn't give him what he wants. She tells him her dad used those exact lines every time, after going after her mom, her sister, and herself. I tried. I can do better. I'll get it right. Addicts don't get better by lying to themselves. She goes back into Venom, and as they walk out, don't die so I don't have to hear Spider-Man mope about it. We never want to see you again. And they're gone. No hug, no forgiveness. Just the truth and the door. That scene is brutal, and it earns it. Cut to Torment and Carnage on a rooftop. And this page is really important because we finally get the full picture of how Torment's brain works. Carnage wants to kill everyone in the building below. Of course he does. And Torment explains why that can't happen. Every unplanned kill, every random scream, it opens a new spiral for him. He'd be chasing them forever, endlessly tormented. The plan has to be followed exactly, or it never ends. You will be fed. You will get screams. But I must first obtain solace. Carnage notices he's still wearing Shocker's gauntlet and gives him grief about it. Heh, funny. Not taking it off, the man has a plan. Peter is swinging through the city, and he is in his head. He was stranded on an alien planet with a broken leg, surviving on nothing. And that wasn't as scary as this, because that made sense. All this death in his name, to satisfy one person's psychological damage. He can't get his head around it. He can't get ahead of it. All he can do is keep fighting. He smashes through a window and his thought just trails off. And try to ignore the stab of guilt when I realize the page ends right there. He walks in. Torment and Carnage are holding someone's body, and he finishes the thought. I'm relieved that the body in front of me isn't Aunt May's. That's a horrible thing to notice about yourself, and Peter notices it. Torment tells him to shush. The quiet is fragile. Peter spots a flaming dish, webs it, and just hurls it straight at Carnage. No more. Carnage screams, still hates fire. Oh, you don't like fire. Good to know. The fight picks back up, and Torment goes right for it. The spiral is closing. His first cousin is next. Peter stops cold. Cousin? Torment asks if they grew up together. Were they close? Shut up. Peter grabs him by the head. Torment asks if he's going to kill him now, and Peter's internal monologue goes somewhere really dark. For just a second he can imagine the sound of Torment's neck snapping, and he's ashamed of it. But a second of that is all it takes to lose focus. Torment raises the shocker gauntlet. No, you're good. Charges up, page ends. Explosion. Huge. Torment and Carnage scatter to a rooftop. Carnage is pissed. Warn me next time you use that thing. Don't worry, I won't. Peter is inside the burning building. Ears ringing, lungs full of smoke, body shot. He just wants to sleep, wants it to stop. And then he hears someone coughing in the building. And suddenly, I don't care. That's him. That's always him. Doesn't matter how broken he is. Someone needs help and everything else just stops mattering. He gets the guy out, somehow alive. Peter's just, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sets him down, easy, one step at a time. The man looks up and asks, did that monster say we're cousins? Yeah, but don't believe everything a psychopath tells you. You're gonna be okay. I'm finishing this. And then he just webs away. Cut to Aunt May at feast, welcoming the crowd, warm and happy, talking about how you can't spell fun without family. And the last image is Torment and Carnage outside the window, looking in, licking the glass. The spiral has a target, and she has no idea. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and comment your favorite moment down below. I'll see you next time on Superhero Explained.